Molly my beans, Molly my beans, Molly my beans, Molly my beans, Molly my.
What is up, Voodoo Tribe? It is your girl Naja, aka the Voodoo Child, and I am back with another pop culture rant. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for supporting my Superhead video. Like, thank y'all. Y'all did that. It would mean the world for me if y'all can go and check out my Colleen Ballinger video. If y'all into that type of YouTube tea, go and check that video out. But if she as a person grosses you out, I get it, because that was a lot for me. Like, I get it. It would mean the world if you just go over there, like it, and then exit. Like, I would totally understand. Today we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of pop culture stuff that has happened throughout the past like 2 weeks since I've been gone. And I'm gonna refreshen my, technically this style, if you guys wanna look up stuff on Pinterest, they're called lock knots. But I do not have my hair locked. Just did a 2-strand twist and then did the same method at the end. I'm just gonna get right on into it because I gotta do a live stream after this. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is this whole Carly situation, the missing person that recently has been found.
A sprawling 2-day statewide search came to an end when police say Carly Russell appeared at her family's front door Saturday night.
She was there, and then she wasn't, and now she's home, which is the result we wanted, and all those other things in between will figure out.
Police say the 25-year-old nursing student returned to her house by foot around 49 hours after she went missing from the side of a highway. They say on Thursday night, Russell called 911 and then a family member to report a toddler in a diaper walking alone along the highway. She told them she was pulling over to check on the boy. That's captured in this traffic camera footage.
She has a big heart, and when she got out the car, she did tell my daughter-in-law, I can't just leave this little child on the side of the road.
Russell's family says she called out to the child while on the phone, but there was no response. They say Russell then screamed. When police arrived minutes later, they found her wig, cell phone, and purse near her car, but no sign of her or a child.
We currently are investigating every possibility in this case. We're certainly leaving nothing off the table.
So when I first heard of this story, I immediately thought human trafficking, but that tactic just sounded like human trafficking all day. The toddler, I remember there was a point when people was like, that's not a toddler, that was a little person. Like, it was getting crazy online before she got found. When she did get found and she was at the hospital, my first thought was they did raise money, so maybe the ransom was able to pay off the debt to the traffickers in some weird way. She just got too hot. Her being missing, it just got way too hot. And whoever did have her was like, this is way too much of a liability for me. Those were my initial thoughts about the whole situation. Now it's coming out, somebody was on, like, the internet is crazy. The internet has all these theories and stuff now about like what happened to the girl, where she was. Now you got people on social media talking about the girl got fired from her job, she was on drugs, there was no toddler, she was just geeking and tweaking.
Just continue analyzing data from Carly's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carly's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. We've asked to interview Carly a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carly can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carly's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case.
There was no toddler. And then, you know, you look at the footage. No toddler. It's just her on the side of the road. And honestly, I'm just gonna wait to see how this plays out. There's too much he said, she said, they were at. It's just too much drama. But what I do know is her ass was missing and it was big. Because it was so big, the truth is going to come out. So whatever did happen, it's gonna come out. there's really no point in suspecting anything, because what the cops don't play about is you wasting their damn time. You're gonna go to jail for wasting the cops' time, because the first person I thought of was that little white lady that lied and said that she was missing so that she could go be with her boo thing.
The papers filed 2 days after Sherry pled guilty to 2 felony charges, lying to federal agents and mail fraud, admitting her 2016 abduction was a hoax.
I'm going to do everything I can to find my wife.
Keith speaking exclusively to ABC News just days after Sherry reappeared, describing the moment he learned she'd been found.
Then I get the phone and, oh my God, honey, and of course she's screaming. It's very emotional and I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh my God, you're here, you're back, where are you?
Keith's shaken by the injuries Sherry said were inflicted on her by 2 Hispanic women, who she claimed abducted her at gunpoint.
They branded her. And her poor face, I got like nauseated just looking at her. It's so hard for me to see her like that. And bruises were just intense, the bumps from, being hit and kicked and whatever else.
Keith publicly stood by his wife as she lied through a 5.5-year investigation into her disappearance. The divorce filing lists the day of Sherry's arrest last month as their date of separation. Keith Papini filing for divorce from his wife of more than 12 years, requesting sole custody of the couple's 2 young children. In court documents obtained by ABC News, Keith writing, "I must act decisively to protect my children from the trauma caused by their mother."
Sherry's fraud, her fraudulent kidnapping, and then her cover-up efforts, and all of the lies that she told to federal, state, and local authorities can be used against her in the custody case. Not only that, but she's going to be going to prison for at least 14 months.
When she was found at the hospital, my first thought was they dropped her off, the bag got too hot. Then my thoughts changed when days started going by and she did not give an interview to the public. Her family is not saying to the public what happened to her. They're saying there's still an abductor out there, but it's giving imaginary friend from Foster's home, talking about it's some people living in the woods with orange hair that kidnapped her. Girl, what in the hills have eyes?
And we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case.
There is something fishy going on here. And, her parents are right. It's not the internet's job to dig. But I'll tell you this, I already know it's going to be crazy when it comes out. You just wasted all these people's time, money, and the public is so traumatized of losing our black daughters and sons. Yeah, we're very traumatized of losing people in our community, and it's like, you don't want to mess with, I don't know. But I'll be keeping on top of that, see what happens. I'm hoping, this week, they release some type of update. I need all these TikTok detectives to give it a damn rest. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all be the first ones to hop on somebody's social media talking about what really happened from your fucking bedroom. Shut up. Speaking of TikTok, I'm going to talk about this new NPC trend that's going on.
Why are there so many?
That was fun.
You won. Broke people should never laugh. Welcome to the live. Gombre, welcome to the live.
I'm sorry, I'm rebooting.
So I'm sure by now you guys all know that this is a control kink, or if you will. And it's basically people who get off by you doing what you tell them to do. And it's usually a dom submissive role. And this person, Pinky Doll, is aware of that. They openly have an OnlyFans. They are aware that what they're doing is SW. But just like when OnlyFans boomed, when people see what they think is quote unquote fast money, they start acting crazy. All I got to say about that, because I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't bitch about nobody bag. Shoot, I even saw Tana Mojo talking about glizzy.
So if you see me on live later today going gang gang, gang gang, ice cream, so good, mind your fucking business. Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang. Bro, so good, wow. Popcorn, so good. Hot dog, so good. What did she do for the ball?
I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. My main thing is all y'all people that think that that's easy work and all that stuff is easy money, make sure that y'all don't spend that money until January. Trust me, put it away into a savings account, because when January comes around, Uncle Sam or wherever you live that collects duties and taxes for income is going to knock on your door, and they're going to want a piece of your pie. And they're not going to want to hear, oh, I didn't know y'all needed a tax on that. Or worse, you might even get the actual reality if you're already working a job that you're getting paid, you know, and you get taxes taken out and you usually get a tax return. That money is going to be deducted from the return. And this is really important if you got kids out there, because a lot of y'all with kids be dependent on tax season. So I'm really going to need y'all to listen up. At the end of the day, it is taking the internet by storm. I've seen people doing different characters. Yeah, it's the latest fad, I guess. It's, you know, like... And then about Pinky Doll herself, I mean, she's feeding her kid. You hear the kid in the background. The most scandal you're gonna see is that she breaks character, like...
I love how she breaks character and goes into mommy
stop
mode.
it! Stop! You're gonna break the sofa. Why? Why are you doing this? Why? You keep going like this, I'ma sell the dog.
Okay, I take it back. Some of the things that she's saying when she breaks character, because it's like, dang, that was kind of harsh. Like, I know you're not gonna really do it, but damn.
So speaking of TikTok, because I saw this on TikTok. Y'all know I don't be on Facebook and all that other extra ass shit. I saw that thing with Blueface and Jaden calling that little boy, asking that little boy if he gay.
I sit right here while I go fondle with these young women for a little bit, all right? You in charge. You second in charge, all right? All right. All right, son. Come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips. And Slim Jims and shit. You ain't gay, is you? Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young...
And I told y'all, I'm not talking about Blueface, Stewie, or Bluetooth anymore. I am talking about them damn kids, because somebody needs to freaking intervene. And you know what I found out via TikTok today? That no one is going to intervene. And you know why? Because Jaden's mother works for CPS.
But she's the more responsible parent.
Casual day with Jay Nasty.
Why is that important? Because child services were already called. Because of that video, child services were called.
Y'all slow. Jaden grandma is the damn supervisor at the Children's Services Board. I told you we know some people that know some people. They laughed at y'all. Anywho, y'all called Jaden's grandma and told her that Jaden wasn't being a good mom. And Jaden, her grandma already knows she's being a good mom.
And honestly, bro, that little boy does need to be in a different environment. They have so much money. They can hire a nanny, which is sad because Jaden, you really could be at home with your kid. You just choose to try to fill the shoes of the last bitch. And wasn't that your whole MO about her, is that she was trying to fill your shoes? Like, it's just a continuous toxic poly relationship at this point, and the kids are suffering. I hope that somebody in the ether reports that girl's mama, because you're doing a very big disservice by keeping a child in a toxic environment.
Well, grandmama is the Santa Clarita, worked for the Santa Clarita the CPS people that y'all called. Yeah, the CPD, whatever. The people y'all called. Her grandmama. Y'all ain't looking up these people. Y'all calling around doing all this weird shit and y'all not doing y'all homework. Her grandma said, "For real? Okay. And then she got off the phone and laughed at y'all with the whole people.
Bitch, you get custody of him. Your daughter is out here acting wild as hell, drunk in the car, smoking, strippers in the living room, no food in the damn pantry, but you living in a mansion. Like, the priorities here are really fucked. Really fucked. And I feel so bad. I feel so freaking bad for that kid. Like, because he's just being exposed to so much, face plastered all over the freaking internet. And then I feel bad for the kid in Kreyshawn's belly, because I'm getting bombarded with, because I sat there like a dummy and watched that video of Blueface. Now I'm getting suggested Kreyshawn and Blueface show TikToks. So now I'm seeing Kreyshawn crying, talking about how she don't want to be famous no more and she wish she would have aborted the baby.
Let me just get this abortion, leave it alone. For real, I don't want to be famous no more, bro.
I'm just like, yo, can Jit get here, bro? Like, y'all really are horrible. Like, I really feel bad for the kid, for real. Jonah Hill and Kiki Palmer's baby daddy have been on the same vibe on social media. If y'all haven't seen, Kiki Palmer's baby daddy came out as a closeted Twitter dusty.
In response to this video on Twitter of Usher serenading Kiki, Darius called out the mother of the child, saying, quote, "It's the outfit though, you a mom."
Yeah, but there's more. Darius doubled down on his comments, later tweeting, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is," adding, "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case."
It's really sad to see. I mean, it happens to the best of us. I mean, damn, you end up fucking with a Twitter hotep dusty, it happens. This man over here talking about traditional values and stuff, he ain't putting that ring on that lady finger. You wasn't saying nothing about traditional values when you was up there doing some unprotected stuff. Like, cut that out. Allegedly, Kiki left him. She hasn't said nothing publicly, and she always said that if something like this were to happen, she wouldn't, which I don't think is gonna be a permanent solution. And y'all about to be mad, but this is why. I don't think that's gonna be a permanent solution because I'm not a mother myself, but I'm aware that motherhood is a very sensitive time and you do need a village. And I do see her going back to that. Another reason why is because old clips with her and Steve Harvey were coming up about how Steve Harvey was trying to set her up with these quote-unquote high-value men. She just was not feeling it type of thing.
How the dating going?
Dating is
Get some
good,
help
you know.
from Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve is always trying to get me with the billionaire. I'm like, Uncle Steve, I don't need the billionaires. I just need some simple stuff. You know, I don't like to mix my industry business with my personal life. I'm just laying low in private, love.
Uncle Steve ain't trying to get you with no billionaire. He trying to get you with somebody that has a plan to have something. That's what I keep trying to get you to do. You can't quit bringing these.
Anytime I see Uncle Steve out, he's like, "Nah, I got this guy. He's got a net worth of 300 zillion. And y'all can really create generations and generations
You need
of
something
zillionaires."
with somebody with something. Quit trying to give a boy your lifestyle and he ain't earned it.
And the reason why I bring that up is because that just lets you know that Kiki goes with the ways of the heart. And the only reason why we know that is because all this shit is on social media. Please do not scrutinize her if you see her in these streets with her baby daddy, because like, having a kid is serious, bro. And I'm sure if she, even though she's not talking to him, I'm sure she still talks to his mama, his brother. Like, it just is what it is. As for the Jonah situation,
Sarah, who dated Jonah between 2021 and 2022, opens up on her Instagram story, writing, "Someone being an emotionally abusive partner doesn't mean they're a terrible person, often stems from their own trauma. And at the same time, it doesn't mean it's okay." She follows up with several screenshots from past alleged conversations with the actor, including one in which he allegedly asked her to remove photos of herself surfing in a swimsuit from her Instagram, which she says she did. In another screenshot, Sarah shares an alleged text exchange between the former couple in which Jonah allegedly told her, plain and simple, "If you need surfing with men, boundaryless inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you." Sarah reflects in her Instagram story, quote, "This is high-key so embarrassing. I did this all in the name of protecting him from crippling anxiety." The pro surfer also posted a screenshot of a conversation with a friend, describing the alleged, quote, "psychological abuse she endured," writing in part, "Having been recently diagnosed with bipolar type 1 disorder, towards the end of the relationship, when he was running out of ways to manipulate me, he started questioning my sanity and my medication. Keeping it to myself was causing more damage to my mental health than sharing it could ever do." Jonah
just got exposed for having toxic relationship habits. I thought it was obvious he had toxic relationship habits because this man has a new bitch every 8 months. I really was shocked that he had a child with the recent woman that he's with. It's because the bit that he's beefing with, they broke up not even a year ago, like barely before the girl got knocked up.
Jonah, who welcomed a baby with girlfriend Olivia Miller earlier this year, writing, "I hope my ex has a daughter. Maybe she'll turn him into a real feminist." She continues, "Because the fact that he calls himself a feminist now is laughable."
But her reasoning was she waited all this time because the lady was pregnant. And I'm like, girl, now you know that postpartum be hell, and you over here adding on to that shit. Yes, Jonah's a dick, and me, shit, I'm wanting to talk. I got hella story times on my channel where I talk about where, you know, certain exes were dicks, and like, trust me, I get it. It's therapeutic, right? But The thing is, girl, like regardless if she was pregnant or not, you should have did it when it was relevant. Shoot, she should have dropped the tea as soon as they broke up. Maybe you would have saved that girl from having a baby with him, because I'm pretty sure she treats him the same. He treats her the same way. And I'm sure she just feels different because she's the only one that got the baby. But I guarantee you his family was pressuring him like, Jonah, you need to grow up. We want grandchildren. And he can afford to do it. So that's what I think happened. Quiet as kept. That's what I think freaking happened. I don't think that the baby mama's gonna be releasing anything. It's rumored that they got engaged. I don't know. I feel he's been engaged so many freaking times. Again, Jonah Hill is very toxic. He's been publicly toxic for a long time. Speaking of publicly toxic couples, oh my gosh, am I actually smiling talking about the Kardashians right now? What? Kylie Jenner has been spotted with her ex-BFF Jordyn Woods.
Kylie Jenner and Jordyn Woods reunite 4 years after Tristan Thompson's party scandal with Woods. The 25-year-olds were spotted out to dinner with friends in a sushi restaurant in Los Angeles July 15th, more than 4 years after the Kylie Cosmetics founder's longtime former BFF was effectively banished from the Kardashian-Jenner family.
Listen, any of y'all ever tried to reconnect with an old friend? Look, it does not work. It does not work, especially if y'all were like really, really, really close like the way they were. It doesn't work. And then the more time you spend apart and the more different that you guys get, yeah, it just don't work. And even if, you know, and you try it and you try to fake it till you make it and try to act like nothing happened, there's always a time limit until that reason of why you guys weren't friends anymore comes back up. And Jordyn, you would be crazy to think that that Tristan shit ain't gonna ever come back up. You're crazy to think that. You're crazy. Like, girl, do not befriend them. They need you more than them. Because let's keep it a buck. Alabama Barker is stealing the show over there. She is in her King Kylie era. All of the people that do watch the Kardashians, still, from what I see, they're mainly tuned into Alabama and North. That's pretty much all they're really tuned into. I told y'all they're dead, unpopular opinion. They're struggling. I've been seeing Kim on a Please Help Me tour. Like, they're really struggling to stay relevant right now. It's crazy to see. But yeah, Jordyn would not do it. 0 out of 10, don't recommend. It'll just hurt your feelings and make you miss the good times even more before things got all messy. Jordyn's been doing so well for herself outside of the Kardashian clan. I would not come back. The issues are going to resurface, and it'll probably be something so petty, but they're gonna choose their sister over you. Okay, so this one is a really short topic, but apparently Britney Spears got beat up by somebody's security. Okay, so she didn't get beat up, as y'all saw. She got smacked. I have mixed feelings about this because I don't think that that was appropriate. Y'all could have just held her back. It's not like she had a damn weapon. Like, really, bro? Then, the dude's explanation for how it went down, even more like, oh, that was Britney Spears. Didn't know that. Anyway.
What happened last night is I saw the news, obviously, this morning. I woke up to a couple of phone calls. And so yeah, there was something did happen a little bit when I was walking with some security of the team to some restaurant. We were in a hall. There was a lot of people, so people calling me, obviously, and there was one person who was calling me, but we talked before with the security, don't stop because it's gonna make a crowd, so I couldn't stop. So that person was calling me, sir, and that person grabbed me from behind. So I didn't see what happened because I was walking straight and we told don't stop, but that person grabbed me from behind, not on my shoulder. She grabbed me from behind, and so I just know that the security pushed her away. I don't know with how much force though, but security pushed her away, and I didn't stop to look, so I kept walking and enjoyed a nice dinner. That was a fun night with the guys. What happened last night is
I don't know, the more and more I see Britney out and about and like crazy things like this happening, I'm like, should we have free Britney for real, bro? Like for real, my girl is out here by herself. Cause like, where was her security at? He should have got his ass beat too. That's why I'm like, damn, it's really hard out here. Nobody got security, nobody booking. Like, Britney, what's going on, girl? But yeah, I mean, he could have at least apologized. I'm going to be talking about the protest, child.
From the outside, it looks like it's rich people fighting about money, but the fact of the matter is 95% of the members of these guilds are working class families who make very little a year. I'm out here fighting so that working class members of these guilds can continue to be members of this profession, make a living at it, and be able to provide for their family.
As you know, like actors started sharing their residuals, and now people can see just how bad it really is.
If y'all don't know, there's been a protest with writers and directors and everything, and like there's nothing to watch right now. I was just thinking, like, where's Handmaid's Tale? That does not include Ratchet productions though. That does not include Ratchet productions. I know that Tubi is still making stuff because a lot of the people on Tubi are independent. Yeah, there's a new show on there called Hoochie Daddies. I'm not making this up. It is a show with studs, like doing basically Baddies West type stuff. You cannot make this up.
Back up, yo. I said what the fuck I said. What the fuck I said.
Okay, so I actually did go ahead and watch episode 1 of this show. Y'all, this show is so horrible, and I feel so dumb because they actually filmed this in like my town in Jacksonville. Like, I might do a little review on Patreon, but this is probably worse than Zeus. I'm not even about to lie to you.
I'm out here in Miami. Yeah, so the shows that I'm watching right now, a lot of them are not airing. A lot of the Hulu shows, nothing, no new Netflix shows for real. Zeus is ongoing because they're ghetto. I have not watched The Idol because I'm scared because y'all told me it's worse than something that I didn't think it could be worse than. So I'm just like really hesitant to do that. So as of right now, I'm just rewatching stuff. So yeah, if y'all got any shows y'all be watching, let me know because my ass is about to start a new anime. It's getting that bad. So that is pretty much it. This is my look for the day. Nothing too crazy, just trying to fix up. You know, it was getting a little poofy. If you guys enjoyed yourselves here, please give this video a big thumbs up. I appreciate you guys so much talking in the comments. I love talking with y'all. It literally feels like I'm just FaceTiming y'all and we're just a kiki. I'm just your bestie on FaceTime. I will see you guys next time. Again, please check out one of my book reviews. I would highly appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next time.
Run with the drum, bum, bitty bum, slump in the trunk. My city go yum, dum, dum, dum. 151 rum in the blunt, young nigga, num, num, num. And he got a little gun, a little bitty killer, really doing it for fun. Give him a little bit and he'll get a nigga done. Son of a guy, son of a bitch, son of a woman, a man, son of a son, and a son in the bitch. I'm in the plan, please come with this brick, cover my back, over man, please come with a blitz. Look at this tash, yeah, like a magician. Fuck that, this some real ass shit. I pay blood for this. Taking cheese from the government cereal boxes, put the bugs in it.